Hi, my name is Linda, and I wanted to share my Ancestry DNA test results with you. And also, I want to encourage you to also, maybe if not Ancestry, to do your DNA. It's important for us to know where we come from and to know our true origin. It was very important to me. So I decided to do this as a gift to myself um, for a much, much earlier birthday gift. And I paid online and I got my kit a few weeks later, and this is what the kit looked like. It's in a nice box. I don't know if you can see it with the lighting. Oh, I think that's even worse. But it was in a nice box. I think you can see that there. And when I opened it up, it contained information about the DNA, and it was a welcome kit here for Ancestry. And it had this tube in here, and you had to put the DNA contents into there and mail it off into this little package here. And I sent it off, and on Sunday I received an email, and it said that my DNA results were in. I was so surprised that I received the results rather quickly, much more earlier than I anticipated, because they stated it would be, I think it was maybe about 4 weeks once they received it, or between 4 to 8 weeks. And I received it Sunday. And I was so amazed. And I got this email that says my results were in. So I just wanted to share with you those results. So I'm going to go on and log in here. Okay. I am in. And my results came in, and I was so taken aback because as an African American, I think we all been told that we have Indian heritage in our families. I don't know why, but we really do. I know my great-grandmother was actually part Cherokee Indian or full-blooded Cherokee Indian, from what I understand. So I was definitely expecting that to come up in my DNA. And also, I was expecting for my results to be all African American results, showing that I basically an extreme, maybe 99% of the African DNA, but I got a couple of surprises here. And I just couldn't believe it. So retrieving the results here. And to my amazement, I couldn't believe these numbers. I may not be able to get them all up here. But these were the numbers. I don't know if it's going to show up, turn it the right way here. So I'm going to go over the results here with you of what it says. And I found out that me and my ancestors, my maternal ancestors, which means my mom, my grandmother, my great-grandma, my great-great-great-grandma. So it means the female side of the family. This is the DNA that was taken. In order to do the paternal results, you have to have a male to do those. So I did the maternal results. And it shows that I'm 45% Cameroon, Congo, and Southern Bantu peoples. So I've never known much about Cameroon. And, we are a melting pot here in America. I've crossed paths with, many Africans, and I've heard them name various places that they're from, but never had I heard about Cameroon. So this is very interesting. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of homework on Cameroon, as I've already begun to do some research on Cameroon, Africa. And it turns out that I'm 30% benign Togo, and that's Africa, and also 12% Mali, that's Africa as well. So the majority of my DNA is from West Africa or Central Africa. And I was very, very surprised to see 4% Ireland and Scotland. I'm like, where did that come from? I had no clue that DNA was a part of me and my makeup and my ancestors' makeup. And then 2% Ivory Coast, Ghana. So I can't register the fact that how am I 4% Ireland and Scotland and just 2% Ivory Coast, Ghana. And then I'm 2% Sweden? Really? Go figure, right? Our ancestors. And 1% England and Western Europe. Wow. I'm going to show you that. And 1% Portugal. Wow, really? And then 1% Dramatic Europe. Wow, I didn't know what Dramatic Europe mean. I guess it's German European. And 1% Nigeria. Yay, Nigeria. And then 1% Norway. Wow. Not very familiar with Norway, although I've heard of it. I've often wondered what slave port that my ancestors and my family ancestors came over here was, when they were enslaved. Also, I always wondered where the ship originally docked when it brought them in. And this is so very emotional for me. But anyway, I just found out that it was in Virginia. And one reason I do feel so emotional is because the things that our ancestors, the things that they went through when they was brought here and enslaved and taken from our original home, from Africa, the motherland. And so I'm just on a quest to do my family tree and to know where I come from, so I can be able to tell my daughters and my grandbaby and all of the future generations, so we will know. I also shared this DNA results with the females in my family because they all have the same maternal DNA. It may vary slightly a little here, but I was extremely surprised, and as you can see now with me being overwhelmed, I'm extremely overwhelmed. And, it's like when I see the Sweden and the Ireland and Scotland and Portugal and Dramatic Europe and Norway, it's like doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how that probably happened. But nevertheless, you know, I'm here and it's a part of me. Even though it's a small percentage, but if you have 1% black in you, you're considered to be black. So these really count because it's me, and I have 1% and even more. And but I'm very proud of my African American heritage and shocked because of the other. But nevertheless, I'm not racist or any of that. But I'm just taken aback and just really surprised at this. And also, it came up with lots of people that my DNA connected to. Some of them were like considered. They said that there's a great probability that they were second cousins. A lot of third and fourth cousins. So it's like I'm so intrigued and overwhelmed, and I'm looking forward to being able to go much further with my family tree, and also connect, you know, with my family, and I want all of my family to be connected, because we're small, and you know, some of our older ones are beginning to die off. So I want us to be able to connect together. We are spread it out all over, and so I have many family members that I've never met, never known, and you know, it's really, really sad. But I'm so thankful for technology and for Ancestry.com and the other DNA places like that, so we can actually basically find out where we come from, where we originated from. So eventually, I definitely would like to know more about Cameroon and have another DNA done to trace my tribe that I've come from. And I just wanted to share this with you, and I want to encourage you to also do your DNA, search your ancestry, know who you are, know where you come from, because if you don't know who you are, you won't know who you are fully if you don't know where you come from. And you know, we just can't put a lid on it and just say, okay, I'm American. I didn't come from Africa. My mom didn't come from Africa. You know, my grandmother didn't come from Africa. So I'm not African. You are African. Let me tell you, 25% of my DNA says that my DNA came from Africa. So I'm African. I'm a proud American. Don't get me wrong. Very proud. But I'm even more proud of where my ancestors came from and where they originated from. And I will, you know, do some more updates on my search here as I connect with my family, and let you all know how it goes. Okay? Until then, have a wonderful day.